Something. Noun. An object whose nature is yet to be defined. Verb. Applied to an action whose name is forgotten by, unknown or unimportant to the user. E.g. from words of a song. Adjective. Having a characteristic that the speaker cannot specify. Adverb. Degree. Somewhat. To a degree. Pronoun. An uncertain or unspecified thing. One thing. Software. Noun. Encoded computer instructions. Usually modifiable, unless stored in some form of unalterable memory such as ROM. Manga. Noun. A comic originating in Japan. Finger. Noun. A slender jointed extremity of the human hand. Exclusive of the thumb. Verb. To identify or point out. Also put the finger on. To report to or identify for the authorities. Rat on. Rat out. Squeal on. Tattle on. Turn in. Gathering. Noun. A meeting or get-together. A party or social function. Highlights. Noun. An area or a spot in a drawing, painting, or photograph that is strongly illuminated. Verb. To make prominent. Emphasize. Bedside. Noun. A position at the side of one's bed. Push. Noun. A short, directed application of force. An act of pushing. Verb. To apply a force to an object, such that it moves away from the person or thing applying the force. Difference. Noun. The quality of being different. Verb. To distinguish or differentiate. Resignation. Noun. The act of resigning. Gross. Noun. 12 dozen equals 144. Verb. To earn money, not including expenses. Adjective. Of behavior considered to be wrong, highly or conspicuously offensive. Magnet. Noun. A piece of material that attracts some metals by magnetism. Service. Noun. An act of being of assistance to someone. Verb. To serve. Reed. Noun. Any of various types of tall, stiff, perennial grass-like plants growing together in groups near water. Chin. Noun. The bottom of a face. Specifically, the typically jutting jawline below the mouth. Verb. To talk. Break. Noun. An instance of breaking something into two or more pieces. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Confirmation. Noun. An official indicator that things will happen as planned. May. Verb. To be strong, to have power over. Ding. Noun. Very minor damage, a small dent or chip. Verb. To hit or strike. Owning. Verb. To have rightful possession of property, goods or capital. To have legal title to. Verb. To grant, give, manages. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Customer. Noun. A patron, a client, one who purchases or receives a product or service from a business or merchant, or intends to do so. Invade. Verb. To move into. Japan. Noun. A hard black enamel varnish containing asphalt. Verb. To varnish with Japan. Considered. Verb. To think about seriously. Adjective. Having been carefully thought out. Honeymoon. Noun. The period of time immediately following a marriage. Verb. To have a honeymoon. A trip taken by a couple after wedding. Folded. Verb. To bend any thin material, such as paper, over so that it comes in contact with itself. Verb. To confine animals in a fold. Projects. Noun. A planned endeavor, usually with a specific goal and accomplished in several steps or stages. Verb. To extend beyond a surface. Noun. Usually preceded by the one or more high-density urban housing developments for residents having low incomes. Sparkling. Verb. To emit sparks. To throw off ignited or incandescent particles. Noun. Act or appearance of something that sparkles. A sparkle. A gleam. Adjective. Of an object, reflecting light as if giving off tiny sparks. Brute. Noun. An animal seen as being without human reason. A senseless beast. Verb. To shape diamonds by grinding them against each other. Adjective. Without reason or intelligence. Of animals. Maniac. Noun. An insane person, especially one who suffers from a mania. Dates. Noun. The fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera, somewhat in the shape of an olive, containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Noun. The addition to a writing, inscription, coin, etc., which specifies the time, especially the day, month, and year, when the writing or inscription was given, executed, or made. Verb. To note the time or place of writing or executing. To express in an instrument the time of its execution. Monument. Noun. A structure built for commemorative or symbolic reasons. Or as a memorial. A commemoration. Verb. To mark or memorialize with a monument. Fortunate. Adjective. Auspicious. Cough. Noun. A sudden, usually noisy expulsion of air from the lungs. Often involuntary. Verb. To push air from the lungs in a quick, noisy explosion. Cloudy. Adjective. Covered with or characterized by clouds, overcast. Land. Noun. The part of earth which is not covered by oceans or other bodies of water. Verb. To descend to a surface. Especially from the air. Adjective. Of or relating to land. Knowledge. Noun. The fact of knowing about something. General understanding or familiarity with a subject, place, situation, etc. Verb. To confess as true. To acknowledge. Panel. Noun. A, usually, rectangular section of a surface. Or of a covering or of a wall, fence, etc. Verb. To fit with panels. Pal. Noun. A friend, buddy, mate, cobber. Someone to hang around with. Verb. Be friends with, hang around with. Flaws. Noun. A flake, fragment, or shiver. Noun. A sudden burst or gust of wind of short duration. Windflaw. Health. Noun. The state of being free from physical or psychological disease, illness, or malfunction. Wellness. E. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter E. Phrase. Noun. A short written or spoken expression. Verb. To express an action, thought or idea, by means of particular words. Call off. Verb. To recall, to cancel or call a halt to. Backache. Noun. Any pain or ache in the back. Dishes. Noun. A vessel such as a plate for holding or serving food, often flat with a depressed region in the middle. Verb. To put in a dish or dishes. Serve. Usually food. Noun. Dishwashing. Scout. Noun. A person sent out to gain and bring in tidings. Especially, one employed in war to gain information about the enemy and ground. Verb. To explore a wide terrain. As if on a search. To reconnoiter. Hole. Noun. A hollow place or cavity. An excavation. A pit. An opening in or through a solid body. A fabric, etc. A perforation. A rent. A fissure. Verb. To make holes in. An object or surface. Recess. Noun. A break, pause or vacation. Verb. To inset into something. Or to recede. Adjective. Remote. Distant. In time or place. Released. Verb. To let go. Of. To cease to hold or contain. Verb. To lease again. To grant a new lease of. To let back. Computers. Noun. A person employed to perform computations. One who computes. Opera. Noun. A theatrical work, combining drama, music, song and sometimes dance. Install. Noun. Installer. A software utility that installs an application. Verb. To connect, set up or prepare something for use. Force. Noun. strength or energy of body or mind, active power, vigor, might, capacity of exercising an influence or producing an effect. Verb, to violate, a woman, to rape. Noun, law enforcement, any police organization, a constabulary, appears. Verb, to come or be in sight, to be in view, to become visible. Photographs. Noun, a picture created by projecting an image onto a photosensitive surface such as a chemically treated plate or film, CCD receptor, etc. Verb, to take a photograph of. Painter. Noun, an artist who paints pictures. Pages. Noun, one of the many pieces of paper bound together within a book or similar document. Verb, to mark or number the pages of. As a book or manuscript. Noun, a serving boy, a youth attending a person of high degree, especially at courts, as a position of honor and education. Verb, to attend, someone, as a page. Bill. Noun, any of various bladed or pointed handweapons, originally designating an Anglo-Saxon sword, and later a weapon of infantry, especially in the 14th and 15th centuries, commonly consisting of a broad, heavy, double-edged, hook-shaped blade, with a short pike at the back and another at the top, attached to the end of a long staff. Verb, to dig, chop, etc., with a bill. Implementing. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Lately. Adverb, recently, not long ago, of late. Referee. Noun, an umpire or judge, an official who makes sure the rules are followed during a game. Verb, to act as a referee. Sincere. Adjective, genuine, meaning what one says or does, heartfelt. Disembarked. Verb, to remove from on board a vessel, to put on shore. Queen. Noun, a female monarch. Example, Queen Victoria. Verb, to make a queen. Road map. Noun, a map with a visual representation of roads used for automobile travel and navigation. A road map may contain other relevant data, such as terrain or railroads. Verb, to construct a plan of action regarding something. Hired. Verb, to obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Pink. Noun, the common minnow, Foxinus. Payable. Noun, in the plural, debts owed by a business, liabilities. Adjective, due to be paid. Became. Verb, to arrive, come, to a place. Delivery. Noun, the act of conveying something. Hired. Verb, to obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Inform. Verb, to instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Show off. Verb, to exhibit the best attributes of something. Noun, one who shows off. Owns. Verb, to have rightful possession of. Property, goods or capital. To have legal title to. Verb, to grant, give, rip. Noun, a tier, in paper, etc. Verb, to divide or separate the parts of, especially something flimsy such as paper or fabric, by cutting or tearing. To tear off or out by violence. Girl. Noun, a female child, adolescent, or a young woman. Verb, to feminize or girlify. To gender as a girl or as for girls. Shipping. Noun, the transportation of goods. Costs. Verb, to incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Noun, amount of money, time, etc., that is required or used. Noun, manner, way, means, available course, contrivance. Noun, a rib, a side, lobby. Noun, an entryway or reception area. Vestibule, passageway, corridor. Verb, to attempt to influence, a public official or decision maker, in favor of a specific opinion or cause. Cats. Noun, an animal of the family Felidae. Verb, To hoist the anchor by its ring so that it hangs at the cathead. Noun. A program and command in Unix that reads one or more files and directs their content to the standard output. Verb. To apply the cat command to one or more files. Noun. A catapult. Noun. Any of a variety of earth-moving machines. From their manufacturer Caterpillar Inc. Noun. A twin-hulled ship or boat. Noun. A group, often named or numbered, to which items are assigned based on similarity or defined criteria. Noun. Any fish of the order Siluriformes, mainly found in fresh water, lacking scales, and having barbels like whiskers around the mouth. Noun. Someone who creates a fake profile on a social media platform in order to deceive people. Managed. Verb. To direct or be in charge of. Clean. Noun. Removal of dirt. Verb. To remove dirt from a place or object. Adjective. Heading. Physical. Free of dirt or impurities or protuberances. Adverb. Fully and completely. Pictures. Noun. A representation of anything, as a person, a landscape, a building, upon canvas, paper, or other surface, by drawing, painting, printing, photography, etc. Verb. To represent in or with a picture. Noun. Cinema, movie theater. Inconsistent. Adjective. Not consistent. Availability. Noun. The quality of being available. Into. Preposition. To or towards the inside of. 90th. Noun. The person or thing in the 90th position. Adjective. The ordinal form of the number 90. Recruiter. Noun. Agent noun of recruit. One who recruits, particularly one employed to recruit others. Internet. Noun. Any set of computer networks that communicate using the Internet protocol. An intranet. Verb. To use the Internet. To search for something using the Internet. To surf the Internet. Raw. Noun. Sugar refining. Sugar trade. An unprocessed sugar. A batch of such. Adjective. Of food. Not cooked. Adverb. Without a condom. Extra. Noun. Something additional, such as an item above and beyond the ordinary school curriculum, or added to the usual charge on a bill. Adjective. Beyond what is due, usual, expected, or necessary. Extraneous. Additional. Supernumerary. Adverb. To an extraordinary degree. Several. Noun. An area of land in private ownership, as opposed to common land. Adverb. By itself. Severally. Slope. Noun. An area of ground that tends evenly upward or downward. Verb. To tend steadily upward or downward. Adjective. Sloping. Adverb. Slopingly. Lengthen. Verb. To make longer, to extend the length of. Clicks. Noun. A brief, sharp, not particularly loud, relatively high-pitched sound produced by the impact of something small and hard against something hard, such as by the operation of a switch, a lock or a latch, or a finger pressed against the thumb and then released to strike the hand. Verb. To cause to make a click, to operate a switch, etc., so that it makes a click. Noun. A detent, pawl, or ratchet, such as that which catches the cogs of a ratchet wheel to prevent backward motion. Verb. To snatch. Noun. A kilometer. Referendum. Noun. A direct popular vote on a proposed law or constitutional amendment. The adposition on is usually used before the related subject of the vote. Completing. Verb. To finish, to make done, to reach the end. Gets. Noun. Offspring. Verb. Detransitive. To obtain, to acquire. Noun. A get. Assume. Verb. To authenticate by means of belief. To surmise. To suppose to be true, especially without proof. Pact. Verb. Physical. To put or bring things together in a limited or confined space, especially for storage or transport. Adjective. Put into a package. Movement. Noun. Physical motion between points in space. Says. Noun. A chance to speak. The right or power to influence or make a decision. Verb. To pronounce. Noun. A type of fine cloth similar to serge. Noun. Trial by sample. Assay. Specimen. Verb. To try. To assay. Noun. A strainer for milk. Interrupt. Noun. An event that causes a computer or other device to temporarily cease what it was doing and attend to a condition. Verb. To disturb or halt. An ongoing process or action, or the person performing it, by interfering suddenly. Radio. Noun. The technology that allows for the transmission of sound or other signals by modulation of electromagnetic waves. Verb. To use two-way radio to transmit a message to another radio or other radio operator. Capability. Noun. The power or ability to generate an outcome. Cabinet. Noun. A storage closet either separate from, or built into, a wall. Elements. Noun. One of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Noun. Outdoor weather, such as wind or rain. Island. Noun. A contiguous area of land, smaller than a continent, totally surrounded by water. Verb. To surround with water. Make into an island. Cypress. Noun. An evergreen coniferous tree with flattened shoots bearing small scale-like leaves, whose dark foliage is sometimes associated with mourning. In family Cupressaceae, especially the genera Cupressus and Chamaecyparis. Childhood. Noun. The state of being a child. Composite. Noun. A mixture of different components. Verb. To make a composite. Adjective. Made up of multiple components. Compound or complex. Noun. A non-zero, natural number that is expressible as the product of two or more natural numbers other than itself and one. Definition. Noun. A statement of the meaning of a word or word group or a sign or symbol. Dictionary definitions. Natural. Noun. A native inhabitant of a place, country, etc. Adjective. That exists and evolved within the confines of an ecosystem. Adverb. Naturally. In a natural manner. Fortunately. Adverb. In a fortunate manner. Break. Noun. An instance of breaking something into two or more pieces. Verb. To separate into two or more pieces. To fracture or crack, by a process that cannot easily be reversed for reassembly. Manipulating. Verb. To move, arrange or operate something using the hands. Roundabout. Noun. Australia and sometimes United States. A road junction at which traffic streams circularly around a central island. Adjective. Indirect, circuitous, or circumlocutionary. Required. Verb. To ask someone for something. To request. Adjective. Necessary, obligatory, mandatory. Apples. Noun. A common, round fruit produced by the tree Malus domestica, cultivated in temperate climates. Verb. To become apple-like. Comprehensive. Noun. A comprehensive school. Adjective. Broadly or completely covering, including a large proportion of something. Networking. Verb. To interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Noun. The use of computer networks. Horseman. Noun. A man who rides a horse. Legal. Noun. The legal department of a company. Adjective. Relating to the law or to lawyers. Benefits. Noun. An advantage, help or aid from something. Verb. To be or to provide a benefit to. Lyricist. Noun. A person who writes the lyrics of a song. Evident. Adjective. Obviously true by simple observation. Skiing. Verb. To move on skis. Noun, a group of sports utilizing skis as primary equipment. Corrections. Noun, the act of correcting. Artificial. Adjective, man-made, of artifice. Advocacy. Noun, the profession of an advocate. Methods. Noun, a process by which a task is completed. A way of doing something. Followed by the adposition of to or for before the purpose of the process. Verb, to apply a method. Noun, a trick where the boarder grabs the heel edge of the board with their back hand between their feet, and then pulls the board towards their back, while arching their back and bending knees. Jealous. Adjective, suspecting rivalry in love, troubled by worries that one might have been replaced in someone's affections. Suspicious of a lover's or spouse's fidelity. Hurricane. Noun, a severe tropical cyclone in the North Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, Gulf of Mexico, or in the eastern North Pacific off the west coast of Mexico. With winds of 119 kilometers per hour, 74 miles per hour, or greater, accompanied by rain, lightning, and thunder that sometimes moves into temperate latitudes. Revolution. Noun, a political upheaval in a government or nation-state characterized by great change. Invention. Noun, something invented. Breakup. Noun, the act of breaking up, disintegration or division. Belongings. Noun, the feeling that one belongs. Photographs. Noun, a picture created by projecting an image onto a photosensitive surface such as a chemically treated plate or film, CCD receptor, etc. Verb, to take a photograph of. Principle. Noun, a fundamental assumption or guiding belief. Verb, to equip with principles, to establish, or fix, in certain principles, to impress with any tenet or rule of conduct. Musicians. Noun, a composer, conductor, or performer of music. Specifically, a person who sings and or plays a musical instrument as a hobby, an occupation, or a profession. Founder. Noun, one who founds or establishes, especially said of a company, project, organization, state. Annual. Noun, an annual publication, a book, periodical, journal, report, comic book, yearbook, etc., which is published serially once a year, which may or may not be in addition to regular weekly or monthly publication. Adjective, happening once every year. Gospel. Noun, the first section of the Christian New Testament scripture, comprising the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, concerned with the life, crucifixion, death, resurrection, and teachings of Jesus. Verb, to instruct in the gospel. Letters. Noun, a symbol in an alphabet. Verb, to print, inscribe, or paint letters on something. Noun, one who lets, or lets out. Noun, literature. School subject. Noun, an identifying initial of the academic institution that is awarded to a member of a varsity team. It is made from structured cloth and intended to be sewn to a piece of clothing such as a varsity sweater or varsity jacket. Heritage. Noun, an inheritance, property that may be inherited. Robot. Noun, a machine built to carry out some complex task or group of tasks by physically moving, especially one which can be programmed. Powers. Noun, ability to do or undergo something. Verb, to provide power for, a mechanical or electronic device. Named. Verb, detransitive, to give a name to. Adjective, having a name. Measurement. Noun, the act of measuring. Island. Noun, a contiguous area of land, smaller than a continent, totally surrounded by water. Verb, to surround with water, make into an island. Painted. Verb, to apply paint to. Adjective, coated with paint. I. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter I. Mountains. Noun, An elevation of land of considerable dimensions rising more or less abruptly, forming a conspicuous figure in the landscape, usually having a small extent of surface at its summit. Information. Noun. That which resolves uncertainty. Anything that answers the question of what a given entity is. Specification. Noun. An explicit set of requirements to be satisfied by a material, product, or service. Dump. Noun. A place where waste or garbage is left. A ground or place for dumping ashes. Refuse. Etc. A disposal site. Verb. To release. Especially in large quantities in chaotic manner. 9. Noun. The digit or figure 9. Numeral. A numerical value equal to 9. The number following 8 and preceding 10. Offers. Noun. A proposal that has been made. Verb. To propose or express one's willingness to do something. Noun. Used in combinations from phrasal verbs. Agent noun of off. Advantage. Noun. Any condition, circumstance, opportunity or means, particularly favorable to success, or to any desired end. Verb. To provide someone with an advantage, to give an edge to. Magnetic. Adjective, of, relating to, operating by, or caused by magnetism. Environment. Noun. The surroundings of, and influences on, a particular item of interest. Dumped. Verb. To release, especially in large quantities in chaotic manner. Province. Noun. A region of the earth or of a continent, a district or country. Driver. Noun. One who drives something, in any sense of the verb to drive. Situation. Noun. The combination of circumstances at a given moment, a state of affairs. Celebrity. Noun. A rite or ceremony. Permission. Noun. Authorization. Consent. Especially formal consent from someone in authority. Verb. To grant or obtain authorization for. Greengrocer. Noun. A person who sells fresh vegetables and fruit, normally from a relatively small shop. Consequences. Noun. That which follows something on which it depends. That which is produced by a cause. Noun. An old-fashioned parlor game describing the meeting of a lady and gentleman and the ensuing events. Each player in turn writing a part of the story, not knowing what the others have written. Hook. Noun. A rod bent into a curved shape, typically with one end free and the other end secured to a rope or other attachment. Verb. To attach a hook to. Partners. Noun. Someone who is associated with another in a common activity or interest. Verb. To join as a partner. Seek. Noun. The operation of navigating through a stream. Verb. To try to find. To look for. To search for. Children. Noun. A person who has not yet reached adulthood. Whether natural, puberty, cultural, initiation, or legal, majority. Noun. A child of noble birth. Actively. Adverb. In an active manner. Exercising. Verb. To exert for the sake of training or improvement. To practice in order to develop. Noun. The act by which something is exercised. Explanation. Noun. The act or process of explaining. Glad. Verb. To make glad. Adjective. Pleased, happy, gratified. Simplified. Noun. Short for simplified Chinese. Adjective. Made more simple, having its complexity reduced. Verb. To make simpler, either by reducing in complexity, reducing to component parts, or making easier to understand. Agricultural. Noun. A product or commodity from agriculture. Adjective. Of or pertaining to agriculture. Dedicated. Verb. To set apart for a deity or for religious purposes. Consecrate. Adjective. Devoted, loyal, conscientious. Having. Verb. To possess. Own. Noun. The act of possessing. Ownership. Adjective. grasping, greedy, efficiency. Noun, the extent to which time is well used for the intended task. Bankrupt. Noun, one who becomes unable to pay his or her debts. An insolvent person. Verb, to force into bankruptcy. Adjective, in a condition of bankruptcy. Unable to pay one's debts. Dying. Verb, to stop living. To become dead. To undergo death. Verb, to color with dye, or as if with dye. Noun, the process of approaching death. Loss of life. Less precisely, death. Noun, with the. Those who are currently expiring. Moribund. Adjective, approaching death. About to die. Moribund. Preposition, about, regarding, with reference to, especially in letters, documents and emails. Squirrel. Noun, any of the rodents of the family Sciuridae distinguished by their large bushy tail. Verb, to store in a secretive manner. To hide something for future use. Grapes. Noun, a small, round, smooth-skinned edible fruit, usually purple, red, or green, that grows in bunches on vines of genus Vitis. Verb, to pick grapes. Formed. Verb, to assume a certain shape or visible structure. Causing. Verb, to set off an event or action. Locally. Adverb, with respect to place, in place. Completes. Noun, a completed survey. Verb, to finish, to make done, to reach the end. Sizing. Verb, to adjust the size of, to make a certain size. Verb, to apply glue or other primer to a surface which is to be painted. Noun, a gelatinous glue for glazing or sizing canvas. Paper, plaster or wood, often made from animal skins. Indices. Noun, an alphabetical listing of items and their location. False. Noun, the act of moving to a lower position under the effect of gravity. Verb, heading, to be moved downwards. Noun, the chasing of a hunted whale. Noun, a waterfall. Finds. Noun, anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb, to encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Privacy. Noun, the state of being secluded from the presence, sight, or knowledge of others. Exist. Verb, stative, to be, have existence, have being or reality. Drugs. Noun, a substance used to treat an illness, relieve a symptom, or modify a chemical process in the body for a specific purpose. Verb, to administer intoxicating drugs to, generally without the recipient's knowledge or consent. Noun, a drudge. Commuters. Noun, one who commutes, etymology 1. Screenshot. Noun, an image of computer or smartphone screen output at a given moment in time. Verb, to take a screenshot of something. Called. Verb, heading, to use one's voice. Millionaire. Noun, strictly, a person whose net worth is at or greater than 1 million units of the local currency, but less than 2 million. Neither. Adverb, similarly not. Pronoun, not either one of two. Conjunction, not either, used with nor. Continues. Noun, an option allowing a gamer to resume play after game over, when all lives have been lost. Verb, to proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong an activity. Direction. Noun, a theoretical line, physically or mentally, followed from a point of origin or towards a destination. May be relative, e.g. up, left, outbound, dorsal, geographical, e.g. north, rotational, e.g. clockwise, or with respect to an object or location, e.g. toward Boston. Singer. Noun, a person who sings, often professionally. Everyday. Noun, rare, the ordinary or routine day or occasion. Adjective, appropriate for ordinary use, rather than for special occasions. brands. Noun. A conflagration. A flame. Verb. To burn the flesh with a hot iron, either as a marker for criminals, slaves, etc., or to cauterize a wound. Concepts. Noun. An abstract and general idea, an abstraction. Pets. Noun. An animal kept as a companion. Verb. To stroke or fondle. An animal. Noun. A fit of petulance. A sulk, arising from the impression that one has been offended or slighted. Noun. A term of endearment usually applied to women and children. Noun. A formal, written request made to an official person or organized body, often containing many signatures. Reachable. Noun. Someone or something that can be reached. Adjective. Within easy reach, accessible. Breakthrough. Noun. An advance through and past enemy lines. Adjective. Characterized by major progress or overcoming some obstacle. Provider. Noun. One who, or that which, provides a service, commodity, or the means for subsistence. Frozen. Verb. Especially of a liquid. To become solid due to low temperature. Adjective. Having undergone the process of freezing. In ice form. Knocked. Verb. To strike for admittance. To rap upon, as a door. Ice. Noun. Water in frozen, solid, form. Verb. To cool with ice, as a beverage. Clarification. Noun. The act of clarifying. The act or process of making clear or transparent by freeing visible impurities. Particularly, the clearing or fining of liquid substances from feculent matter by the separation of the insoluble particles which prevent the liquid from being transparent. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Event. Noun. An occurrence. Something that happens. Verb. To occur, take place. Sister. Noun. A daughter of the same parents as another person. A female sibling. Verb. To strengthen. A supporting beam. By fastening a second beam alongside it. Incense. Noun. A perfume used in the rites of various religions. Verb. To anger or infuriate. Piano. Noun. A percussive keyboard musical instrument. Usually ranging over 7 octaves. With white and black colored keys. Played by pressing these keys. Causing hammers to strike strings. Adjective. Soft. Quiet. Debate. Noun. An argument. Or discussion. Usually in an ordered or formal setting. Often with more than 2 people. Generally ending with a vote or other decision. Verb. To participate in a debate. To dispute. Argue. Especially in a public arena. Concentrate. Noun. A substance that is in a condensed form. Verb. To bring to, or direct toward, a common center. To unite more closely. To gather into one body. Mass. Or force. Creative. Noun. A person directly involved in a creative marketing process. Adjective. Tending to create things. Or having the ability to create. Often. Excellently. In a novel fashion. Or any or all of these. Immediately. Adverb. In an immediate manner. Instantly or without delay. Conjunction. Directly. As soon as. Indicates that the independent clause describes something that occurs immediately after the dependent clause's referent does. Dragon. Noun. A legendary serpentine or reptilian creature. Masters. Noun. Someone who has control over something or someone. Verb. To be a master. Noun. In combination. A vessel having a specified number of masts. Noun. A master's degree. Get over. Verb. To overcome. Grammar. Noun. A system of rules and principles for speaking and writing a language. Verb. To discourse according to the rules of grammar. To use grammar. Disappear. Verb. To vanish. Marked. Adjective. Having a visible or identifying mark. Minus. Noun. the minus sign, minus. Verb, to subtract. Adjective, being a negative quantity, pertaining to a deficit or reduction. Preposition, made less or reduced by, followed by an expression of number or quantity. Assets. Noun, something or someone of any value. Any portion of one's property or effects so considered. Noun, any property or object of value that one possesses. Usually considered as applicable to the payment of one's debts. Industry. Noun, the tendency to work persistently. Diligence. Reentrant. Noun, an angle or part that reenters itself. Adjective, reentering, pointing inward. Observation. Noun, the act of observing, and the fact of being observed. See observance. Climate. Noun, an area of the Earth's surface between two parallels of latitude. Verb, to dwell. Questionnaire. Noun, a form containing a list of questions. A means of gathering information for a survey. Verb, to survey using questionnaires. Liked. Verb, to enjoy, be pleased by. Favor, be in favor of. Verb, to be likely. Insights. Noun, a sight or view of the interior of anything. A deep inspection or view. Introspection. Frequently used with into. Stolen. Verb, to take illegally, or without the owner's permission. Something owned by someone else. Adjective, that has been stolen. Impressions. Noun, the indentation or depression made by the pressure of one object on or into another. Verb, to manipulate a blank key within a lock so as to mark it with impressions of the shape of the lock, which facilitates creation of a duplicate key. Safekeeping. Noun, the act of keeping something safe, protection from harm, damage, loss, or theft. Chop. Noun, a cut of meat, often containing a section of a rib. Verb, to cut into pieces with short, vigorous cutting motions. Canvas. Noun, a type of coarse cloth, woven from hemp, useful for making sails and tents or as a surface for paintings. Verb, to cover an area or object with canvas. Pharmacist. Noun, a professional who dispenses prescription drugs in a hospital or retail pharmacy. Classical. Noun, one that is classical in some way. For example, a classical economist. Adjective, of or relating to the first class or rank, especially in literature or art. Recommends. Verb, to bestow commendation on, to represent favorably, to suggest, endorse or encourage as an appropriate choice. Championship. Noun, a competition to determine a champion, especially the final of a series of competitions. Courier. Noun, a person who looks after and guides tourists. Verb, to deliver by courier. Filling. Verb, to occupy fully, to take up all of. Noun, anything that is used to fill something. Adjective, of food, that satisfies the appetite by filling the stomach. Horror. Noun, an intense distressing emotion of fear or repugnance. Selected. Verb, to choose one or more elements of a set, especially a set of options. Adjective, that have been selected or chosen. Derive. Verb, to obtain or receive something from something else. Marry. Verb, to enter into the conjugal or connubial state, to take a husband or a wife. Logic. Noun, a method of human thought that involves thinking in a linear, step-by-step manner about how a problem can be solved. Logic is the basis of many principles including the scientific method. Verb, to engage in excessive or inappropriate application of logic. Adjective, logical. Active. Noun, a person or thing that is acting or capable of acting. Adjective, having the power or quality of acting. Causing change. Communicating action or motion. Acting. Opposed to passive. That receives. Homes. Noun, an informal term of address. Like man or dude. Noun, a dwelling. Verb, of animals. To return to its owner. Noun. A directory that contains a user's files. Mindful. Adjective. Being aware of something. Attentive, heedful. Huge. Adjective. Very large. Brown. Noun. A color like that of chocolate or coffee. Verb. To become brown. Adjective. Having a brown color. Crystal. Noun. A solid composed of an array of atoms or molecules possessing long-range order and arranged in a pattern which is periodic in 3 dimensions. Adjective. Very clear. Deal. Noun. A division, a portion, a share. Longshoreman. Noun. A man employed to load and unload ships. Lawyer. Noun. A professional person qualified, as by a law degree or bar exam, and authorized to practice law, i.e. represent parties in lawsuits or trials and give legal advice. Verb. To practice law. Stockbroker. Noun. A person who buys and sells shares. Stock. On a stock exchange on behalf of clients. May also provide investment advice and/or company information, depending on the level of service offered or chosen by the client. Stepdaughter. Noun. The daughter of one's spouse and not of oneself. Jazz. Noun. A musical art form rooted in West African cultural and musical expression and in the African American blues tradition, with diverse influences over time. Commonly characterized by blue notes, syncopation, swing, call and response, polyrhythms and improvisation. Verb. To destroy. Hobby. Noun. An activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Enter. Noun. The enter key on a computer keyboard. Verb. To go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Directorate. Noun. An agency headed by a director, usually a subdivision of a major government department. Entrepreneur. Noun. A person who organizes and operates a business venture and assumes much of the associated risk. Intellectual. Noun. An intelligent, learned person, especially one who discourses about learned matters. Adjective. Belonging to, or performed by, the intellect. Mental or cognitive. Skyline. Noun. Earth sciences. The line at which the earth and sky meet. Verb. To outline something against the sky. Snow. Noun. The frozen, crystalline state of water that falls as precipitation. Verb. To have snow fall from the sky. Productive. Adjective. Capable of producing something, especially in abundance. Fertile. Interest. Noun. The price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb. To engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Auto. Noun. An automobile. Verb. To travel by automobile. Adjective. Capable of operating without external control or intervention. Raised. Verb. Physical, to cause to rise, to lift or elevate. Adjective. Embossed, in relief. Palate. Noun. The roof of the mouth, the Uraniscus. Verb. To relish, to find palatable. Bank. Noun. An institution where one can place and borrow money and take care of financial affairs. Verb. To deal with a bank or financial institution, or for an institution to provide financial services to a client. Interface. Noun. The point of interconnection or contact between entities. Verb. To construct an interface for. Adjoining. Verb. To be in contact or connection with. Adjective. Being in contact at some point or line. Joining to. Namesake. Noun. One who is named after another or for whom another is named. Verb. To name somebody after somebody else. Collaboration. Noun. The act of collaborating. Songwriter. Noun. A musician who composes songs. including writing the song's lyrics and creating a melody or tune for the song. Considered. Verb, to think about seriously. Adjective, having been carefully thought out. Brick. Noun, a hardened rectangular block of mud, clay, etc., used for building. Verb, to build with bricks. Adjective, of weather, extremely cold. Shopping. Verb, to visit stores or shops to browse or explore merchandise, especially with the intention of buying such merchandise. Noun, the process of buying goods or services, or searching for those suitable to buy. Competitors. Noun, a person or organization against whom one is competing. Lead. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished. Both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity, it is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82. Symbol Pb. From Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Media. Noun, the middle layer of the wall of a blood vessel or lymph vessel which is composed of connective and muscular tissue. Guider. Noun, one who guides. Does. Verb, auxiliary, a syntactic marker. Cashier. Verb, to dismiss someone, especially military personnel, from service. Platforms. Noun, a raised stage from which speeches are made and on which musical and other performances are made. Verb, to furnish with or shape into a platform. Revealed. Verb, to uncover, to show and display that which was hidden. Adjective, of or pertaining to the revelations of a divinity to humankind.